Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Coming into the holiday season now, I thought we'd lighten things up on our heavy year. I'd like to welcome my special guest, modern mystic, transformational coach, master healer, writer, corporate facilitator, Mr. Kenton Bell, who is a dear friend. Hi, Kenton.
Hi, Laura. Good to be here with you.
It's good to have you here. I just got to share a little bit more with our audience that you've served United Nations officials, Hollywood producers, CEOs, leadership teams, and many professionals in the mental health field. And for everybody out there, he's got a great global perspective, and he uses his mystic touch to businesses through the rich tapestry of his life adventures as a businessman himself. So, Kenton, I invited you on the call for our audience right now to talk about some of the heavy stuff that's happening in our economy. Yeah. And, my question for you is, how does one find gratitude during this pending economic crisis when they've lost their job or their income?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've had to address this with a lot of different clients over this last year. And first of all, gratitude is something you can find anywhere if you look. And it could be just literally the smallest little thing. And the main reason for cultivating gratitude is it brings us into a vibration with our higher self, with Source. And that's where we're able to let good things in and manifest the good. So that's the purpose of it, creating that vibration. Now, you can find gratitude anywhere. You can find gratitude, for instance, I'm here from Spirit, like in a graveyard. It might be a daisy poking up out of the ground, or something that looks like a weed that's actually a flower. And whenever you start to appreciate, it might be just the smallest little pinpoint of light in your reality. But if you focus on that and really appreciate and cultivate that appreciation and gratitude, it begins to expand out into the rest of your reality, out into the rest of the world. And that's when you start to open up to new potentials, possibilities, new opportunities.
I like that.
That's actually something I practice every day.
We're moving into phase 4 where I'm at, and the city, Chicago, is boarded up, and that's in all the major cities. And that's because of what's happened with the elections just recent. But how would you suggest someone move forward to find more work when the world is shutting down around them?
Well, first of all, it's my very strong belief, and I live this and practice this and preach it, is that the whole earth is in this time of great upheaval and forward movement. So we're coming up in vibration, which means that all of the old systems are falling away. Now, so many of us base our identity on what we do, how we make a living. What I see at this time is a lot of those structures are falling apart, and rightfully so. While it looks like, like kind of hell on earth at times, really what's happening is the aspects of who we're not truly, the parts of us that's not our essence, is starting to fall away. And in that so-called destruction is also our core soul's essence starting to show up. For instance, I think it's a great time, almost maybe the best time ever in our lifetime, to start a business or to follow a calling that you put off because it seemed impractical when you were younger or something. But something that moves you away from kind of a 9 to 5, almost enslaved mentality, because that, I believe, is starting to fall away. What is showing up is our ability to express our true soul song.
Right.
Whatever that might be, it's individual for each person. And when we step into that and really align with that, I know you know this, Laura, as well as I, and many people out there listening, that you are supported. When you believe it, when you step into it, you become supported.
We get a lot of callers on here who, they're dabbling in something and they're just not so sure they can bring in the income to support them in that effort. But you definitely are just confirming that. So as a visionary, Kenton, I know we're just so limited on time, but just real quickly, what do you believe is the silver lining in the current economic environment? I think you just said it, basically, but if you could put it in a nutshell.
Kind of go inward, I think, and spend a little time with yourself and getting to know yourself a little bit more. That's what I see as the upside.
Right. Kenton, where can people find you if they want more information?
They can go to my website, KentonDavidBell.com, or they can call me directly at 928-274-2026.
It was a pleasure having you on the show today. And if you'd like to call into the show, go to radiomediumlarlee.com and you can sign up there. Otherwise, we're available to you on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter too.